Welcome. It's your boy Nove 718, and I have to really let you guys know it's been one hell of experience doing this. I think I just closed the year, to be quite honest. I might have to drop another video right behind this, but let's just call it the year anniversary, because I think I made my first video roughly around, I think it was October, November-ish. Last year. It was a video basically about Man of Steel. Yeah, my love for Man of Steel. I came from a bar. I recorded it from a bar. Did it outside, and I just actually did the visuals to it. And as fun as it was to do, it really opened me up to wanting to do more videos like this. And the funny thing is, by the time I publish this one, this will be pretty much my I'm on 99 videos, but it might really be about 98, because I think I have a duplicate or two up there, 98, 97ish. But when I release this, it'll be officially my 100th video, and just want to applaud for it, you know what I'm saying? Basically, I want to let you guys know what's been going on. I haven't been consistent with my Mondays and Friday releases, and to that I gotta let you guys know out there, my bad. It's not a lot of you out there, but I really wanted to be a lot more consistent, because this is something that I do with a passion. I like talking about films, because I look at films like an art form. It's nothing but a motion canvas that's trying to relate a story to you that basically that you could live vicariously through. And the point of it is basically based on the type of painting that they're trying to illustrate to you. And as of late, with a lot of shenanigans going on, everything from the release of the Snyder Cut, which you guys know I'm so down with, and how so many people had come at him, not so much for judging his film against the film that he created, but for what they wished it would have been, and what they feel that he neglected to introduce coming from the source material, when in fact there's plenty of source material he referenced in doing it. So the question I ask a lot of these guys are just like Zack Snyder did when they said, was he going to be faithful to the source material? And he was like, yeah, but which one, basically, you know? And it was like, what? Yeah, there's been different variations and incarnations of that character, of Superman. So which one? Correction. That was actually Bryan Singer said that in reference to Superman Returns. But back to our regularly scheduled program. And he was absolutely right. There's several different incarnations of the character, and most of the people that are up in years are out of touch with the different adaptations of the character. Everything from the Silver Age, I think there's a Golden Age, and the New 52 to now the Rebirth. And then all the different writers that have written them in between. There's different variations of the actual costume. Actually, the initial version of Superman, he didn't fly, he jumped. It was actually in what they said in the opening, I guess you would say either the buffer or the opening, the intro, if you will. Faster than the speed of bullet, jump, builders in the single bound, etc. So with that being said, I really feel that he got a raw deal, but then now we're going on in the Martin Scorsese topics and the conversation surrounding that, which, to be honest, we're starting to see also directors come out saying that they have no interest in pursuing a lot of these genre films, particularly the comic book genre, but not limited to, because we're experiencing this right now with Star Wars. So with that being said, now where do we go from here? we're seeing so many different types of film channels, no different than mine, and many of which are really seem like they have an invested interest in seeing a lot of the films that they do not like fail. But with all of that aside, all the shenanigans going on, my channel really, I just wanted to just talk my point of view about it, what I see going on. And what I don't want to see is the art form of storytelling suffering due to the antagonization of the fans. And the sad part is a lot of this is the nerds. And even though I want to make this more of a celebratory video, because I'm going to dig deeper in, I did want to just touch briefly on it just to let you guys know I'm very well aware of what's been going on. I haven't been tapped out of the genre. I just kind of, I got a lot of things going on in terms of what I'm trying to provide for the next phase in this, even though the show isn't exactly a year old. I started the channel earlier this year, so I'm about roughly 6 months, maybe going into 8 months in, 6 to 8 months in. But in terms of publishing a video or a YouTube channel, this is actually gonna be making a year, and this will be the 100th video that I do actually publish, and I'm having a blast doing it. Like I said, I fell back. We gotta pay the lights. We gotta pay the bills. And also I got a lot of other things that's coming, and I'm trying to get more things involved over on this end of things, because I have my own private channel, but here what we're trying to create at the Flicks, Picks, and the Nitpicks is just basically a conversational basically trying to open up the conversation to the layman, but also those that don't have a voice to really or need this type of voice that is going to be a lot more critical and consistent in how we report and our commentary on the news that's going on currently in film and entertainment. And the aim is to do our best to provide an honest approach to what's actually going on right now in the film industry. And one of the big things that I do not like is this, and I hate using these terms of toxic fandom, but to be quite honest, it'd be a lie to say that it doesn't exist. I see so many hate channels of people just complaining and wanting to destroy what they themselves don't like, and a lot of it no one wants to really talk about. It's just for ratings. I can't front, I do enjoy watching some of them rant and rave, but it's become the source of the reason why people come to watch their show, their channel. Some of these guys will go watch Terminator and say, I went to go see the movie so you won't have to. Well, why can't you ask people to go out there to see the film so you can engage a conversation and talk about it? I could say I don't like a film, but I'm gonna tell you not to watch it unless even if I thought it was complete crap. Like, yo, you might waste your time, but go see it. Tell me what you think about the film so we can actually have a dialogue about it. I have no invested interest in seeing these franchises tank. Don't get me wrong. If I don't like what they showing, I'm not gonna go watch it. But to say that you're a true fan because you feel XYZ, but then other people are not. No. Now you could be one of those people like, yo, I'm like not just a fan of the films. I follow this is my shit. Like, I really follow it. But then again, the comics been going on so is older than most of the fans that's talking. You almost have to question, well, which variation was the director trying to aim for. And not even just that, some of you guys still the same crop of people, or the groupage of people that hate watch a lot of these films. They're very inconsistent. One minute you're saying, oh, we didn't like Watchmen, it's too much like the book, but it didn't end exactly like the book, and he went shot for shot. Why don't you just say you don't like him? I feel like I just rather people be more honest in the discernment of what they like and what they don't like, instead of shitting on the art form because you just don't like the artist for whatever reason. And I think a lot of that is like, what's your tagline? The game is follow the leader. Once we see everybody complaining about a certain artist, and you notice they get a lot of views, that everybody bandwagon jumps on it, and then they get mad because like some of these film execs would be like, all right, copyright strike. What do you think is gonna happen? You don't like a film, so you shouldn't B-rate everything they do, and then you're using their footage, and then what do you think they're gonna do? All right, well, this is how clapback looks like. It's my movie, copyright strike. How we gonna do? Oh, they're trying to stifle me. Pass out the fainting couch. Nah, I don't want to be one of those channels. I mean, I get entertained by it to a degree, and even then I feed the machine, and I have to acknowledge that. But over here, I don't want to do that. I want to have real critiques of the film, critiques of the art form, critiques of the acting, and critiquing it against itself, then and being very specific on my commentary. I have no problem saying, hey, I like how someone referred to Man of Steel. They said they didn't like it as a Superman film, but they thought it was an excellent sci-fi film. Just hearing something like that just makes you at least understand. At least you're explaining your point of view in a very, very legible manner, so people can understand where you're coming from, instead of being all over the place saying, oh, well, I don't like it unless the movie is like the comic, and then when they give you the comic, well, I don't like it's too much like the comic, and then it's like is this what we're gonna do? Is this you know what I'm saying? Let's be consistent in our discernment, and hey, don't get me wrong, that doesn't mean that you're supposed to like it. You know what I'm saying? But just like how you people complain about Martin Scorsese saying what he said about the film genre, which I will talk in more depth about, because more information came in, and we're going to do that. The fact of the matter is that he was, if you ask me, that was him saying, you know what, why can't I get to clap back? And then people was like, oh, we don't like what he said. Well, you don't like some of these movies, and you guys kind of almost crap the bed about it and rant and rave all over all of the on your YouTube channels, which I don't knock. It's your channel. But then how do you knock somebody else for having their point of view? And how do you knock somebody else's point of view of how they see you? You don't get to have one without the other. Now, if we're going to make the argument that, yeah, there are toxic fans, but it's not as excessive as you believe, I'm not mad. Present your argument. I just feel like a lot of people are on the side that tries to sell it as if there's no such thing as toxic fandom. It's kind of full of shit. We're in this quote unquote cancel culture now, where everybody just wants to shut down films and throw people off of films and write petitions, and it get real juvenile. You know, I remember when we in this like nerd type of community, when it came to the comics, were we always this way? Now we're trying to produce some sort of elitism within our commentary. Like, look, everybody's crapping about Terminator, but let's think, if you look at the ratio from the film, from what audience reviews to the critics, it's not a bad ratio. It's on, but if you go on YouTube, And these are verified. This is after they verified. They have verified. You have to be verified in order to even vote. You have these people still dropping video after video about how this film ain't shit. But some reason, now that they made it tightened down for whatever it's worth for verified voters, if you will, basically people that actually have receipts of saying that they've seen the film, then you can go with it. Me, I have a hard time taking a lot of YouTubers, even some of the ones that I like, and I like watching them hate watch, take them seriously, because you guys were spoiling the fucking film way before it came out, and you hated what you seen way before and was shitting on it for video after video after video, that even if everything that you seen was true, but it could have actually been, and I haven't seen Terminator, so until I see Terminator, I'm gonna be respectable and say that this is still open for debate, at least to debate me on my end. It's just interesting that when you look at the ratios and everything, you guys seem to come off to be more invested in carrying this ball over the same touchdown you was just running for. Basically, in a nutshell, after you seen the film, you wasn't gonna like it no way, because it seemed like you didn't like what you heard in the spoilers. And let's just say that yeah, everything that you heard in spoilers or the reveals were absolutely accurate. It's all about the presentation. And from what everyone seems to be saying in reference to the film scores, it seemed like how they presented it went over with the people and the critics alike. Excuse me. And if that's to be said, then why do you keep seeing everyone shitting it up? And if you listen to some of these guys, that will be a little honest. It still is. Even though I understand it's not hard to say it's better than the last two installments. All right. I think Salvation wasn't that bad of a film personally. Thought it was pretty cool. It was missing something when it came to it, but just watching it, it's still a pretty good flick. Like, I'll pop it on and watch it. Genesis, I was entertained, but it definitely was on the latter side of things. So in Terminator 3, even though it was weird to see a different John Connor, and it really was a step down since part 2, I still enjoyed it for what it was worth. It definitely was a lesser version. So if Terminator Dark Fate rose above it all, then what's the big issue? And make no mistake, I do understand. I think a lot of people are inviting the pop political aspect, and this is on both ends. From from the writers and stuff that want to overly push their agendas, even though I felt like the trailers never expressed, nor did the people push this agenda. I feel like the commentary on everything that they put out there from the film, from the posters and everything, everybody had something negative to say because of the paradigm we're living in, where everybody's trying to force gender politics down people's throat, amongst all other types of politics. So people, once they seen such a drastic change in lineup, it was easy to feel like they were promoting agenda. And to be quite honest, I wasn't mad at it. The funny thing is, I think the Terminator came at this film came at a wrong time, because when you look at it, it was always a female-driven series. You know, outside of them trying to protect John, it still was Linda Hamilton. You know, and if you look at Terminator 3, they had a female Terminator in it. So again, I gotta ask you guys, is it that far off? But like I said, I haven't seen Terminator, so I'm gonna leave that one there. This is just me talking. You know, this is up for debate. I just want you to get the sense of where I'm coming from with it. But this being my 100th video, I do want to also I want to move away from these topics right now, because I don't want this to be the crust of this video. It's the 100th video, and this is cause for celebration, and cause for me to also let you guys know what I want to have coming down the pike. And I'm gonna actually start having another person or two to jump on and talk. I'm trying to make something happen, but I just gotta get more of you guys involved. If you come across the videos, man, please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see more of on the channel. I definitely want to start hitting you guys with more reviews. I got more reviews coming. Show reviews I need to catch up on. So many great shows are coming out. Oh man, and I want to start reviewing like seasons of shows and do a lot more talk about what's going on actually in the film and fandom, and really keep a good vibe going. Don't get me wrong, I don't want it to be peaches and cream and daffodils and dandelions all throughout my commentary. It's not gonna be like that. I'm gonna have my rants. I'm gonna be aggravated about a lot of shit, and trust me, I do. But I also want to be fair, balanced, and consistent in bringing you the reports of the news and commentary about genres we all love and have grown to know amongst the other different genres within the film community. And I also want to start looking at other different types of films outside of comic book movies and genre films, and really start like looking at like some strong dramas and stuff like that. So definitely you're gonna see me come with the heat, and definitely I gotta do some horror joints. Oh man, I gotta come with it. But yeah, man, I mean, it's all about giving you the flicks, the picks, and the nitpicks. And I want to start doing more shows. I gotta, we coming with a lot more than just trailers. I promise you that. And I'll be dropping a lot more. But anyways, man, this, like I said, this is my 100th video. I'm having fun with it. There's not a lot of people out there right now, but hey, man, I'm going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you guys won't go anywhere. You'll keep sharing the videos. You guys will keep dropping in more input. Hopefully we can engage a lot more. You could drop some questions for me on what I might think about certain films or what have you. I mean, let's just talk. I want this to be much more than just any other show. I want it to be just like a place that you could go chop it up with the kid. And I want to shout out a lot of the guys that actually trailblazed this, that actually like set the stage. There's guys like the Star Report that y'all guys do not know enough about, but it wasn't in the movie genre thing, but he kind of like is very foundational in how this platform can work. But even moving forward, a trailblazer within the film community, John Campia. You know what I mean? Now, he inspired a lot of us, which I don't understand why people are hating on him, because some of the people that hate on him, they completely rip him off. You know what I'm saying? And you clearly listen to him. You clearly listen to him. Even some of his ideas about what was going to happen with Ant-Man, I'm already seeing people hours later dropping videos on. We're going to talk on it, man. But, and also Robert Meyer Burnett, I love his channel. Everybody got their own different ways of doing it. R.I.P. to John Schnepp, the big homie, the big sweaty. You know what I'm saying? He definitely elevated this platform up another notch. And then oh man, there's so many Jeremy Jans to the Flick Pick to which is funny because of the names, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But also J Roar, a lot of these other channels, man, that's out here that's been really doing it, like really doing it, and also doing it in their own kind of way to let you know that, yo, there's different ways to do this, that you can make it your own. I mean, but again, this is my 100th video by the time I published this. This was recorded November 5th, 2019. Approximately about a year after I've done the Man of Steel video. We but the actual channel is roughly 6 to 8 months old. And yo, man, like, again, man, whoever's listening, you guys out there, man, I gotta let you know, man, you guys are dope, man. Thanks for like spending some time with me, chopping it up with the kid. This is your boy Nove 718, Mr. 718. And as always, man, thank you guys for being here. And until I have a better outro, and I promise one day I will, a dope one too.